Hey there, Dino. You made it. Welcome to Extinction Point. Now, there are a few rules here on the island, and in the spirit of keeping our admin team sane and keeping you from getting marooned in the middle of the ocean, let's go over them. The first one is a classic: no herbivore aggression. Them vegans cannot be out here starting shit. If you're supposed to be munching plants, you shouldn't be hunting players. I'm looking at you, Bong Squad. Herbies, however, are completely allowed to defend themselves from any aggression by carnivores. Aggressive behavior includes landing or attempting a bite or attack, following, stalking, or circling a player, or getting into another player's personal space. If you're going to be aggressive, be prepared for them to defend themselves. Let's get into combat. Once you or another member of your pack is aggressive towards another player, combat is initiated and you are all fair game until combat ends. When combat starts, packs are locked in. No player may join or leave a pack that is engaged in combat. So choose your battles carefully, dinos, because combat only ends in 4 ways. If the attacking pack gives up and leaves the area completely, if the pack being hunted successfully escapes, if both parties agree to stop, or when everybody's dead and there's no one left to fight. But what if you see a hunt happening and you feel a little left out? Well, if you're a carnivore, you're allowed to third party into the hunt as long as it doesn't involve a dinosaur of your own species. You may not, however, defend as a third party. This means no turning yourself into a giant meat shield and allowing them to hide near you or your pack, or placing yourself in between them and a potential threat to prevent them from being hunted. If they're gonna die, you gotta let them die. If someone outside of your pack tries to use you as meat shield, you can feel free to kill them, even as a Herbie, or be nice and chase them away. Speaking of getting killed, let's talk about body denial. If you are in a fight or fleeing from one, you may not intentionally die in a way that keeps you from being eaten. This includes throwing yourself off of a cliff or into the water, or purposely climbing out of reach before you die. You also cannot log out or store your dinosaur, or change your skin to appear as a different dinosaur during combat. Remember, the admins are always watching. Now that all the death and dismemberment stuff is out of the way, let's talk about grouping rules, because we're the kind of people that can make friends, right? Dinosaurs that are in a group or pack must stay together and keep separate from other groups so that they're clearly defined. The number of dinosaurs for each species that are allowed in a pack together can be found on our Discord in a channel conveniently called Pack Limits. All the different playables are sorted into tiers. Each tier has a standard pack limit. This is the number of individuals allowed together in a group if the group consists of only one species. Each tier also has a mix limit. This is the number of individuals of each species allowed in a mixed group. Mix packing is only allowed within the same diet: herbivores with herbivores and carnivores with carnivores. Herbivores and carnivores are not allowed to mix pack together. Each tier also has limitations on what other tiers they are allowed to mix with. So how do omnivores fit into all of this? Well, if omnivores are in a pack by themselves, they're considered carnivores. However, if packed with a herbivore, they are considered herbivores. Omnivores may only mix pack with herbivores, with the exception of Beppy and Dino, because, ducky. Multiple dinosaurs and packs are allowed to coexist near each other. They can chill, hang out, and even travel together, as long as they don't help or defend each other, and as long as they keep separate enough that any passerby who may want to hunt them is able to easily tell who is with who. Now, what if your friend is really just you on an alternate account? Players are permitted to use multiple accounts on our server. However, using an alt account to bypass or evade a ban timer will result in a permanent community-wide IP ban. You also cannot use an alt to try to bypass combat rules. You can't use it to keep a second dinosaur so that you can revenge kill, or so that you can scout an area for yourself and log on and kill another player. Just don't be an asshole with it. Speaking of which, let's talk about the final rule. Rule 6. Don't be an asshole. Whether it's being toxic in chat, location dropping, stream sniping, or killing someone in your own group, if you would call them an asshole if they did it to you, don't do it to anyone else. If you have to ask yourself, am I being an asshole? You probably are, so maybe don't do that. Now that covers the core rules of Extinction Point, and hopefully you can keep them straight enough that you don't get yeeted into outer space by an admin. There's just one more thing to cover before you get back to dinoing, and that is the specialty zones. There are 2 distinct areas of the map here that have their own special rules. The nesting grounds, located in highlands anywhere the grass is yellow. This is our herbivore paradise. In the nesting grounds, Herbie pack limits are doubled, and Herbies of any tier may mix pack together. Herbivores in the nesting grounds are also permitted to be openly aggressive towards any carnivores. The NRZ, the No Rules Zone, located north of the North Lake Wall. If all of this seems like too much to remember, you just want to be a chaos demon, or you want to scream, "You're not my real dad," and live life however you want, head to the NRZ. It's exactly what it sounds like. There are no gameplay rules. Enter at your own risk and play however you want. That covers all the rules here on Extinction Point. We'll see you on the server. Happy surviving, and may the best dino get eaten last.